yourself in.
Okay, Lana,
Yeah.
we have to practice our line before we go back out. We have to practice our line, okay? Okay.
Uh-huh.
The
Well, welcome
well,
to
the
the Cup.
welcome
Welcome to the Cup
the cup,
TV, where we put the
the real
real and
and the
the
tea,
the tea in
in
reality.
reality.
Yeah. And you can
You can always
always
come
come to
to
us
us first
first to
to quench your
quench
thirst.
your thirst. Okay. Now don't look at me when you say it.
No,
Just let's just say it. Let's just say it. Okay. Listen. 1, 2, 3.
3.
Welcome
Welcome to
to the
the
Cup
cup TV.
TV.
The current.
Well,
Oh,
really.
sorry. No, no.
Okay. Wait. We'll
Sorry.
get it. We'll
Sorry.
get it
Sorry.
together.
Okay,
We'll get
got
it
it. Got
together.
it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry.
Let's do it again.
1, 2, 3. Welcome
Welcome to
to the
the
Cup
Cup
TV.
TV, the
Currently
currently
Unnamed
unnamed podcast,
Podcast,
where
where
we
we put
put
the
the
real
real and the
and the tea
tea
in
in
reality.
reality.
And you can
And you can
always
always come
come
to
here to
us
us
first
first to
to quench
quench
your
your thirst.
thirst. Period.
I
Okay.
think everyone will believe
They will
that.
believe that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh,
I had to leave, and that was 100% improv. I did not tell Lana we were doing that before.
But that's how good we are. Period.
Period.
And scene.
And scene. Good job. We did
Good
that.
job. Yeah.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the Cup TV. We're here. We just did the intro, so whatever. Hi, I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. I've got my big ol' iced coffee today, and I'm here. I'm excited to talk about an interesting finale set of episodes. I'm going to say interesting is just the word I'm going to use right now.
Absolutely. And hi, I am your girl Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to get a tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Her. And of course, I do have my cup mug with me as always. And you can get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally domestically, so there are no excuses. And if you look to the right of the screen, there is a QR code that will take you right to the shop. You can go get your merch, favorite the shop, and then leave me a cute little picture when you get your cup mug. Period. And thank you.
Love it, love it, love it. We are done with $1 Million Secret.
Wow.
Again.
Wow. It feels like I just started.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Because I feel like when we do like traders, it's literally like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And when we do anything, it's like, nope, $1 Million Secret's done. Oh.
Lickety split. I mean, we're still doing Survivor. We got we just got 2 weeks left, but still Survivor. And
crazy.
It's just like, oh, shows like this, $1 Million Secret, they come and they go. Shows like The Trust, when it was here, it comes and it goes. It's so quick. It's okay. But this season was so much better than season 1.
I agree. Season 1 was good.
It was good.
We really liked season 1. Season 2 was phenomenal. Season 2 was great. We're going to get into all of it. Before we do, make sure you're subscribed here. We're trying to hit 1,000 new subscribers by the end of this year. Make sure to support everything we're doing across the Cup Network, because we're putting out normally we're putting out a lot of content.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we're putting out content.
Yes.
It's a normal, regular, everyday amount of content, because reality TV, at least in our sphere, doesn't have a whole lot of stuff. So make sure you're subscribed. It'll be ramping up here shortly. We're heading into summer. It's almost Love Island season. It's almost Big Brother season.
Yes.
You know, we've got a lot going on, and we will have a lot going on here. So make sure you're subscribed. Check out the description below where you can find our audio podcast links, our Patreon, our social media. You can follow both of us as well. The merch link's down there. Go check all of that out. But Lana, we come back after the absolute robbery of our girl Yumika.
I'm still not okay with that.
Oh, I'm still mad,
I'm
but
still
yeah.
not okay. But we have to move on. We have to move on.
And we find out which of our 6 remaining players is going to end up with the $1 million in their box again.
Mm. Again.
Again. Because it's Caleb.
Again. We have 2 people who's been millionaires already. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people who's never seen the $1 million. And yet it ends up back with the person who's already been the millionaire again.
Okay, got it.
I'm like, hmm.
Got it.
Cool. Cool.
Party.
Cool. Well, let's ride. Let's ride this rodeo out.
Right.
It is
I'm
what
like,
it is.
let's have some fun. Sure. So Caleb is our millionaire again.
Mm-hmm.
And he finds out that his secret agenda from Peter is to high five 2 people but fail.
Miss it.
Okay.
Just miss it. I'm like, okay, I see what y'all tried to do because we just had High
Yeah.
Five Gate with Kat not around before. So if you have Caleb doing a high five, that could cause suspicion. It could raise the. So I see what you were trying to do, and then adding a twist of you missing it makes it
Yeah.
suspicious and awkward.
Mm-hmm.
So I get what you're trying to do, but just 2 people?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, so that's the secret agenda that he has to complete before the end of the activity.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing, is it is a much shorter period of time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
So
I
2
think,
people I get.
yeah, so 2 people make sense in a shorter period of time. If he succeeds, he gets a kill shot. If he doesn't succeed, he will have 2 votes against him.
Mm-hmm.
Which at Final 6 is a lot.
Lots.
So we then get this, I think, my favorite activity they've ever done on $1 Million Secret.
You like a killer croquet game?
I loved croquet on steroids. I want to play this so bad because I just want to sabotage my friends.
Period.
Like, I'll play this for $1 million on $1 Million Secret. That sounds great. Put me on season 3. I would love that.
But I play for free.
Yeah, honestly, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be able to be like, hey, Lana, I'm going to put a wall in front of you.
I fear. And
I fear.
I fear the wall was the worst punishment
The wall.
that they could. A whole
ass wall.
I'm gonna put this wall in front of you, and it might take you 2 to 3 shots to get around the wall.
A whole ass wall.
They
When the other ones were mini wickets,
which
weren't that small.
Not that small, wasn't that bad. And ball buster.
The ball buster, which you just get to launch somebody else's ball in whatever direction you want.
Bro, we
And
gonna put a
then,
whole wall.
oh yeah, what was the other one?
Oh, go back one, Wicked.
Oh yeah, just go back one wicket. A whole wall.
Oh, wall. Hello? Can you see me above my
No,
wall?
I can't see you over your wall.
My
Like, girl,
what?
the
Where are you over the
wall,
wall? I'm over this
wall.
child.
Are we in the Big
Oh,
Brother house? The wall.
the wall.
Like,
Hello,
girl, what? The wall. And
child.
poor Daisy. Poor Daisy. She was just like, why are you giving it to me?
I mean, and here's the thing. I'm like, Nick, I understand why you gave it to her because
Oh,
it's
of
gonna take you
course.
two more times to get this out of this precarious situation that it was in. But Daisy, like, I ain't gonna win. She was like, but you
Right.
could, but you could. A wall.
But I just wanted to let you know, Lana, that I brought some ribbon colors. I
Mm,
have pink, navy blue, white, and red.
mm,
So if you have anything that coordinates for tomorrow's dinner, I have pink, navy blue, white, and red.
okay.
I just, I
That's so
felt
suspicious. That's suspicious.
I have to
Daisy's.
I have to say, like, we haven't talked much about Daisy because she really hasn't been like a huge factor in this season, to be quite honest with you. I
Mm-hmm,
think she's been funny at
mm-hmm,
times. Episode 1, I really thought she was quite annoying.
mm-hmm,
And over the course of the season, I've started to enjoy her as a character more and more.
mm-hmm.
I felt so bad for her in this moment when Kat's like, that's a secret agenda. And it's so not. And
But
it's so not. But
here's
the way she walked into that, like, she did not do herself any sort of favor at all. Like, I felt bad, but I'm also like, girl, you need to know better.
like, but see, and this is the thing, and this is why I felt about Daisy this entire time. Daisy always seems to walk herself in situations that look suspicious. Now, she has
Yeah.
never been the millionaire, but
No.
she is suspicious like the millionaire. Like, even in the last episodes when she was acting all crazy in the maze and it was all wild. Like, you look suspicious. You're not the millionaire, but you look suspicious. So I feel like Daisy just is a suspicious person in her everyday life. So I think all the people be like, what's wrong with you? Like, you seem fun and funny and quirky and but sometimes your quirkiness looks suspicious in a game like this.
I mean, she was cast in the same archetype as what was the name of the woman on season 1 that was like, as soon as she wasn't the millionaire, she was like, I was the millionaire.
Oh yeah, Lauren.
Lauren, yeah. She was cast in the same archetype as Lauren, clearly. And I think they thought they were going to get something similar with her. There's just, and I say this with respect to Daisy, because I actually really have liked Daisy as a character on this season. There's just an aloofness about her when it comes to this game
Mm-hmm.
that she just wasn't ever able to fully lock onto the game. It was a great game player. Like,
Mm-hmm.
had her moments of locking in, had her moments of like being a good part of the game and like being a good game player. But there was like you said, Lana, there was always this, like, she was a little bit above the clouds in a way of like trying to diminish her threat level without knowing that she had a threat level.
Right. And I think it was a few people in this game did that. And it was like they got very comfortable in the game that they forgot it
Yeah.
was a game. And then they would start saying stuff that they had no reason, no business talking about. I mean, we had that same thing with Casey about
Yeah.
the rom coms. We had the same thing with Lauren T
Yeah.
about the doing the cartwheels and
Yeah,
things and
doing
just
the I
doing the
love
handstands. I
grass.
love grass. Like, When did you just do that? When you just start doing it? And like, I get that could be your everyday normal vibe. Like, I just like
Right,
grass
yeah.
and I vibe out like that. When I get a nice patch of grass under my hand, I like to do a handstand and feel it. But like, you have to realize where you are. And if everything is up for debate for looking suspicious, you have to be cognizant of everything you do. And yes, it's exhausting. It's probably so exhausting to just live in a game 24/7, but you don't have to do it 24/7. When you go into your room, turn the game off, do what you need to do in that room, in that space, away from people to get your mind to, centered or whatever. But when you step out that door of your room, it's on. The game is on. Everything you do has to be planned or noted or keep cognizant about what is happening around you. You can't just be sitting there like all of a sudden, I'm just gonna do handstands back to back to back for no reason. Or I'll just go high five everybody. Like,
Girl, what are we doing? Like,
Daisy, you can't hug everybody day one. People be like, why are you hugging me? I think that's a secret agenda. Everything you do is considered a secret agenda. So from that point on, I keep my hands to myself. I don't do nothing weird. We just sit around and we just talk.
uh-huh.
We just talk.
But
And I'm not bringing up no topics.
no.
I'm
No.
gonna let the topic come to me and then I talk about it. But yeah, child. Mm-mm. But a lot of people
Now,
done that in this game.
now, who would you want if you had the wall?
Mm.
I'm gonna be not messy, but
A
funny.
little.
If you had the wall
Mm-hmm.
and we were playing against other cup panelists,
Uh-huh.
who would you put the wall in front of?
Jack.
I knew it.
I'm putting in front of Jack every time because Jack will beat me in everything. So I'm putting
Well,
against Jack.
sure.
Love Jack, but Jack is getting the wall so I can try to dismantle how great he is at playing these games. So Jack gets the wall. Mm-hmm,
That's
mm-hmm.
fair. I think that's fair.
And if I was given the mini widgets, my mini widgets will go to Eduardo because
Okay.
he good at these games too, and I'm not going to sleep on Eduardo.
Uh-huh.
Period. Ball blaster, I'm giving that to Mike because
Mhm.
Mike be low key trying to sneak in, getting these games and being good. Oh, and then my last one, the step back widget, Esme, because
Oh,
Esme is also very good at these games, and it's just people. And not saying that the people who I didn't name aren't good at these games because
oh,
they
I was
probably
gonna
will beat me
say thank
too.
you. I was gonna say thank you for not seeing me as a threat, because then
Oh
all of
no,
a sudden,
you're a threat. But see, here's the thing. You're a threat that I know. You're the threat that I know. And I'm like, I know what your weaknesses is and I know what your strengths are. So it's like, okay,
is
all right.
croquet my strength? Who knows?
Who knows? We don't look. None of us has ever played croquet. But
I have.
I'm saying together. Together. We have not
True.
played croquet together. I don't know what you can
True.
do in croquet. I have never touched a croquet mallet in my life. So I don't
I
think
feel
anybody.
like now I want to set up killer croquet.
Look, on the cup meetup when the panel meets up, we playing
Right.
killer croquet. Is that what we happening?
I think we have to.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Netflix, if you want to sponsor it, I am down.
Period.
So I think I agree with most of your choices.
Mm-hmm.
I would give the wall to Eduardo.
Oh, okay.
Because I think he's got the precision
Mm.
technique. I would give the mini wickets to Jack.
Okay. Switch
I
it.
think I would actually switch those.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
would probably give the one back
Mm-hmm.
to Brooke. Because
Okay.
I think Brooke would be really good early.
Yeah.
And I think just to like even out the playing field. And then absolutely Mike's getting blasted back into eternity.
Yeah. Get back, Mike, because I know you probably would just eat that ball up. Like, sorry. No.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Mm-hmm. And then Lana and I'll just be in the middle going, hey,
Hey,
hey. Oh my God,
hey.
we won.
Yay, we're going to the trophy room. Period.
Yay. But no, this time it was Kat and Kevin.
Yes.
The strategy, the deal that was made in the middle of the game. And then, they make this deal, they do their thing, and then they can't decide who's going to go into the trophy room because they both want to do it. So they leave it up to chance.
I mean, but see, that also made a couple of people a little suspicious of Kevin and his because Daisy's like, the people I trust in this game the most is Kat, Caleb, and Lauren. I
Mm-hmm.
don't trust Nick and I don't trust Kevin. And I think Kevin is working overtime trying to get our cat. And she's trying to take our little cat away from us. So I think he might be the millionaire because he's trying to use cat as a cover. So I don't know. So now they're like, we should go for Kevin. We should go for Kevin because Kevin's trying to take our cat away.
Mm.
And I was like, hmm. Meanwhile, like you said downstairs, Kevin and Kat can't decide who gonna go in there to get that clue. So they
They
leave it up
cannot.
to chance.
Yep.
And I applaud this so much because that would be me. I want to go in there. I want to go in there. So what we gonna do? Because I'm not budging.
Yeah. Flip a coin.
Okay? Because if I lose by fate, it is what it is.
And I have so much respect for Kevin and his response to that,
Mm-hmm.
too. Being like, we left it up to chance. That's what's happening. Boom. So be it. Like, cool.
What can you do?
Yeah.
You didn't just give up, roll over, and die.
No.
So you just left it up to fate, and fate said it's
Cat.
not your time.
Yep.
So Kevin was like, all right, you go do it.
Cool. So Kat finds out that the millionaire owned a fashion brand.
A clothing store.
And a clothing store. Which we completely subtly heard about earlier in the episode. I was like,
huh?
Because when Caleb was walking down those stairs being like, I used to have a clothing store with my wife, I was like, why do we care?
Genuinely, his jacket was so fashionable and his hat was so fashionable. And so he was like, I know people don't know this about me. I had a clothing design store with my wife.
Fashionable.
And I love fashion. Ooh.
For a straight white married man from Arkansas, sure.
In a town of 300 people, that jacket
I'll give you that.
eats.
Yep, I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they do their thing. Kat gets the clue and decides she panics. Truly panics.
Because it looks like it's her.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, what do I do? What do I do? So she comes up with something else.
Okay. So I liked how Kat handled this. She said, listen, Kevin, I can tell you the clue, this real clue. I don't want to say it because it's pointing back at me and I am not the millionaire. And she said, and I'm telling you this because I want you to know I'm putting my trust in you, that I'm going to tell you the real clue, but I don't want to tell them the real clue because it points to me and I don't want to say that. So she tells him the real clue about it being a fashion brand and they had a clothing store and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And so they're like, the only other person who was talking about fashion and clothing and things like that was Daisy. Because Daisy had mentioned earlier in the show about her obsession with shoes and clothes and fashion, and she loves collecting shoes. Some people collect stamps. I collect shoes, whatever she said. Yeah. So Daisy is known and been talking about her love of fashion. And so Kat also has been talking about her passion for fashion. And so she's like, it points to either me or Daisy, and I am for sure it is Daisy because Daisy completed her secret agenda on me earlier. And Kevin is like, "What secret agenda? What happened?" So she tells Kevin about the date, the ribbons. And so Kevin is now like, "Oh, I'm on board with this. It has to be Daisy. It has to be Daisy because that's the secret agenda." Meanwhile, while we are talking about ribbons and colors and things, Caleb has completely successfully completed his agenda by swiping it two hands and missing.
I mean, good for him.
And nobody suspects the thing because it
Not a
happened during the activity.
goddamn thing. I'm
I was,
like,
I said, "Oh, this is the second time this in 2 episodes that we've seen flawless execution of the secret agenda." Caleb and Yumiko have given us flawless executions of a secret agenda. Everybody else fumbled a little bit, but
mhm.
Caleb and Yumiko, flawless.
Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful work. Um, like, I just love the show. It's so good.
I do too.
It's so good. But yeah, so they come up with I don't even remember what
The clue. Oh, wish. We something. It would have to be about the stroke of. They wanted to make it in the vein of what
was.
happened during
Yeah.
croquet. The winners and the losers, but don't forget the people who fell short, or don't forget about
When
those who fell
wishing on
short.
a stroke of luck,
Yes.
there's winners and
Then there's
losers,
losers,
but
but
don't forget the
forget the
people
people
who
who fell. Don't forget those who fell short.
I'm surprised I remembered that. And I think the only reason why is because they said it so many damn
So many
times
times.
that now it might be ingrained in my brain.
Yep. I mean, they said it. We heard it said a minimum 8 times.
And I love that immediately we get a confessional from Caleb when they come out and they recite their little poem like they're kindergartners together. And Caleb's like,
That don't even point to
that
him
doesn't point to me.
because he lost croquet, so he was amongst the winners and the losers of the game.
He's like, so that's not the clue.
That's not
But I'm just gonna shut up because it doesn't implicate me.
You know what? I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna roll with it. I will act as clueless as they are that I know this ain't the clue.
Winners and
Winners and
losers.
losers fell short. Hmm. Whatever could that mean?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm mad Caleb didn't win this season. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm mad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm mad. I am big mad. We'll talk more about it. I'm big mad about it. But they go around Kat. This is where Kat's game starts unraveling. She's going into panic mode. She can't keep her lies straight. She decides to tell Daisy that that wasn't actually the clue and that instead she has immunity for some reason other than like the only reason she has is that she thinks Daisy's the millionaire and
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want Daisy to use the kill shot on her. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, thinking about it big picture, I
Mm-hmm.
understand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go off of my perception
Mm-hmm.
of Daisy and her edit in this show. I think Kat was the last person that Daisy would have used a kill shot on.
100%. It
I
was
think
never necessary.
I think Daisy would have used a kill shot on Lauren before she used a kill shot on Kat.
She would have used it on Caleb before she used it on Kat.
She would have used it on Caleb, Nick,
Nick,
Kevin,
okay,
or
Kevin.
Lauren before Kat. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I 100%. So I'm like, I get why Kat. I understand in the paranoia.
Mm-hmm.
why Kat felt she needed to cover her bases with Daisy. I see the justification.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish she hadn't.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think otherwise she wins the season. To be honest with you. I think this is the one move that
Yeah.
lost her the game.
Oh, absolutely. I do think she overplayed when she didn't have to. She should have just went with that's the clue, voted out who you voted out, and just left it at that. Because even with that, I don't think she was in danger of getting that kill shot at all. Even if it
Not
was
even close.
Daisy. If she thought it was Daisy, sure. But Daisy would have never given her the kill shot. I don't
No.
think that was ever a thing. But she just Kat has been feeling a lot of guilt since Lauren T. And once that has set into her, she just did not know how to break it.
Yeah.
And it just built and built and built. I think it's just this was a combination of where she just unraveled in this
Yeah.
moment.
I agree. And it's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But they go to the dinner and it gets intense very quickly because Daisy's under the impression that everybody's voting for Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
And then quickly realizes that everyone's voting for her.
Because Lauren says, Daisy girl, I wasn't even looking at you. But then I'm hearing all this stuff about agendas being done and ribbons and colors, and I don't know what I don't know. I don't know. And Daisy like, wait, what? But I thought we were. And she looks at Kat. She said, "You know I'm not the millionaire, and you know I know you know." And Kat is like, she's like, "You know, but I'm not gonna say nothing. But you know."
You
And then
know, I know, you know, I know, you know, I know, you know. That
you
I
know that
know
I know.
that you
You know
know
that I'm not.
that I'm not, because you know, I know, you
Because you know
know.
I know. Girl, she was like, and you, okay.
And you
And,
know.
baby, and Kat is just looking at her like,
And you know what? They voted her ass out. They
they voted,
voted her ass out.
they voted her out.
I
And
was like,
and the kill shot went right to Kevin's way. And I was like, oop. But here's the kicker, and here's the thing, baby. Let me just say this for one. I said this last week in our recap, and I said I want somebody to leave and be like, F the class, F the degree. I thank you
I
so much. I'm so happy to be here. This has been
when
amazing.
Daisy got up,
But,
I said, Lana got her wish,
baby,
baby.
hold
Lana
on.
got her
Hold on.
wish.
I gotta, she said, so this what you go do? So this what you go do? Oh, okay, this what you go do? You know, I kept your secret for you. And you voted for me? And you voted for me? I was like, baby, Daisy, give it to me.
Come
Because
on, Miss Daisy.
come on, Daisy.
Yes.
Look, I will drive Miss Daisy anywhere. Because baby, she was not giving. Oh, I'm just so happy to be here. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Oh, no, she was like, you
What?
what? Lauren, you voted for me?
I'm so sorry.
You vote. Oh, but and I thought we had an agreement. I trusted, and
I just
you
I just didn't know.
shush you cat. Like she basically told Lauren, shush. I'm done talking to you. You cat. You told the clue was a lie. The clue was a lie. They made it up. It wasn't true. She I kept your secret. I kept your secret from you when I shouldn't have. See, that's my ooh. You know what? Bye. I was like, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. That might
That's
not
what
be all she
happened.
said.
Oh no,
That's
that's
not,
basically what happened.
baby. I said, I want somebody to give me some good TV walking out this door, and Daisy delivered. Thank
Thank,
you, Daisy.
thank you,
Thank you.
Daisy.
Thank you.
I
Because
love
I'm sick and
that.
tired of everybody just, it was so fun. Thank you guys so much. I had a great time. And then get in the car crying. No, 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 no. If I'm going to leave because you voted me out and betrayed me, I'm leaving with a bang. And Daisy said, I got some ammunition. I'm about to drop the bomb on you. Bam. The clue was a lie. She made it up.
It was all a
Take that.
lie. She lied.
Take that and smoke it. And I'm out.
I loved it. I loved it so much. I loved it so much.
It was everything. It was everything. It was everything.
It's so good.
It was so good. Oh my God, y'all. If y'all ain't watching $1 Million Secret, if this is your first thing, you just tuning in and you just like, what the heck is they talking about? If you have not watched $1 Million Secrets, you need to go watch it.
It's too good. I need season 3 now.
Pronto.
I need this to be a twice a year show.
Yes, Netflix. You got a
come
goal line on your
on.
hand.
Come on. It's too good.
Too good.
It's been an immediate top 10 show both seasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello. But yeah, so Daisy and Kevin are gone. We have our final 4 of 3 people with a winner storyline and Lauren G. And they tried to give her a winner at it in this last episode, and I said, at least thank you for that.
They at least tried. They absolutely did.
They gave her the best. You could win.
Possibly edit if you could ever have one.
They did their best.
They did the best that they could.
Yeah, so Final 4 is like, that was hard.
Cat's just sitting there like,
oh, my favorite thing, I think it was Caleb, that was like, so who came up with the idea? Kevin!
Of course it was Kevin, as he's gone and can't say he didn't do that.
I'm like, cat baby. I just,
It was the unravel of Cat's story should be studied.
It really honestly should.
She was playing such a good game. Like, anybody watching would be like, she is going to win this game, period.
I was convinced.
She's eating it up. But baby, the downfall.
Yeah. So we go to our final 4 challenge, the death pool. Because it sounds cooler.
It sounds cool. Peter said, I just like the way it sounds. So that's
said, I don't give a fuck. But you know what I did like? Peter in this lovely white dress shirt. I was like, Peter's so hot.
Peter's great.
We have not.
I was not giving him all the flowers.
No, and we also haven't thirsted over him much this season.
I just think Peter's great. I'm not on the board of Peter's hot stage. I am. I'm not on that, but I just think he's such a great host. And I feel like this season he has just morphed into another version of himself where he's playful and whimsical and fun.
There's so much more whimsy this season, and I love it. I love it. He had that on season 1 because he's a comedian. Like he has that. This season, like you can tell that the success of season 1 really did a lot of good things for him, and he was like, "All right, let's try some new things." Let's try some other things. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I feel like his first season was very much, he was just serious and trying to get it with a little bit of a hint of, you know, he was very proper, but a little snobbish, but funny snobbish, not the annoying snobbish. And it was just because he's
Yeah.
the person who runs the thing. But this time, he felt a little bit more personable. He was more
Yeah.
personable with the guests. He talked like, "Welcome back." Oh, then they're like, "Did you miss me?" Of course I did. Like it was so fun and back and forth and banter. He's skipping. We saw Peter
Right.
skipping, and he was just, I just enjoyed him so
Like, damn, okay.
much. He was so fun. He was so fun. He's such a great host.
I agree. I agree completely.
Such a great host. But yeah, the pool of death.
Death Pool,
Death
yes.
pool.
So we go to Death Pool, and it's another 2v2 activity, randomly pulled. So we have Lauren and Nick going up against Kat and Caleb. One person has to decipher which statements are correct and therefore which puzzle pieces are correct for this puzzle that is underwater in the pool.
Mhm.
And then the other person has to put together the puzzle. I liked this activity. I liked this a lot more than the Final Four activity last season.
Mm. This, yeah, the threading of the needles was kind of wow.
No, it was the laser heist one.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
it.
because
Okay.
that
The
was
threading was the three.
was the final three. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Um.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did
I
too.
liked
I
it.
enjoyed it. It was very reminiscent of Big Brother's final threes.
Very, very Big Brother. And I wasn't mad at that.
I
I
wasn't
wasn't
mad
mad
at
at that
that
at all.
either. And we happened to just find out in the episode that Lauren has a notebook, a
Baby, I
stalker
wanted to hear
notebook.
more about this stalker notebook.
Her stalker notebook where she had tabs and highlights and everything, where she is keeping up with everybody's day to day, what they say, what they do, what they had, what they got on, blah blah blah. Like she had a stalker notebook, and I was like, period, Lauren. Period.
I mean, this is good knowledge for people that are going to apply for future seasons. Like, remember what you had for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Remember like reactions that people are having. Like, take in the
Everything.
entire experience.
Mm-hmm. And then get to your room and write it down as soon as you can.
Remember that Lauren T was not a rhino.
No,
Or she was a
she
rhino.
was. Who was? She wasn't the mouse.
She was not the mouse. She was the rhino.
Mm-hmm. Remember,
Yeah.
you ate salmon
You had salmon at the first
at
dinner.
the first dinner. Mm-hmm.
Remember Tarek?
Remember him? He cried.
I was like, oh, shout out to Tarek. Like, oh,
Period.
hey Tarek. But yeah, it was a good activity, and it was very close.
Mm-hmm.
They both had a couple wrong, but ultimately, Lauren and Nick pull out the win and have one of the weirdest celebrations to a final challenge win, because they have not had much interaction this entire season. So to suddenly have to work together and work together very well.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh my God, we did it.
Woo! Hug, shall we? Fist bump?
I'm
What we do?
wet. Okay,
No, hug me
yay.
anyway. It's
It
okay.
was it was so awkward.
And not to mention how awkward it was, because now they have to, like you said, they don't talk a lot together. They don't work
No,
together at all this entire time.
but
Now
now
they
they
have to make decisions together about which one of Caleb and Kat they're going to send home. And it's quickly seen that they are on two different spectrums of how they want to play this game.
and it's not, and what's the most interesting, it's not about who they want to eliminate. It's about
The
what
reason why.
player they want to eliminate.
And it's about why they want to eliminate certain people. Because Lauren is like, let's just go for the person we think is the millionaire. Go for the millionaire. And we all think the millionaire is Cat. They all have consistently said that they think we came over the consensus between the three of them that Cat is the millionaire. Nick, on the other hand, is like, if Cat is the millionaire, shouldn't we want to keep her around so we know what the money is going into the final three? And Lauren is like, no, get rid of the millionaire. The money will be randomly switched, and we'll have a 33% chance to get the money. A 3% chance that one of us gonna get it. So I say let's get rid of Cat, who we know is the millionaire. And Nick is like, I say we don't get rid of Cat because we know she's the millionaire.
And this whole time I'm like, you're
Neither
both
of them
idiots
are.
because Kat's not the millionaire. Kat's just unraveling.
She's just making it
Because
look
you
like
cut
she's the
because you
millionaire.
cut to the other side of the pool. Kat's sobbing,
Stop it.
apologizing to Caleb. And I love Caleb for this. He's like, no, you did great. There's no reason to apologize. Stop that.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. And then
Mm-hmm.
immediately they go off to talk after Kat stops sobbing, and Kat's like, so tell me everything about you. Are you like, how are your kids? This, that, the third. Are you into fashion?
Caleb was like,
Kat!
Caleb was like, why would she ask me that?
Kat!
And Caleb was like,
Girl!
He's like, I think she's fishing for something, and I'm not going to tell her
Sister!
anything.
Stop!
It was such a fish. It was such a fish.
Obviously!
An obvious fish.
How do
Like,
you go? You
tell me about your wife. Tell me about your kids. Do you
are
like
you into
fashion?
fashion?
What?
I'm so into fashion right now. But is it fashion?
Is it skinny?
Oh my god. I was like, no, don't do this, Kat. And then she did. And I was like, don't do it, Kat. And then she did. I was like, no, Kat. And then she did.
I mean, look, I'm like, at this point, I was like, I can't even root for her right now because she's literally just unraveling. And I was like, oh, I gotta root for Caleb at this point. Like, don't tell her, Caleb. Don't say anything. And Caleb was like, mm.
And it
I see what
sucks
you're
because
doing.
Kat's been playing such a
Such a good
good
game.
game.
Good
Like,
game. It was weird. The edit was weird because they gave us Cat as a winner pick throughout the first 6 episodes.
yeah.
Like, it's like Cat is doing really well, especially from episode 4 through 6. It was like, oh, Cat's doing
I
really,
want
really
to,
well.
yeah, I want to talk more about the edits when we get to the winner because it's interesting looking at the two winner edits ultimately.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's an interesting situation. But yeah, we go to the final elimination dinner.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cut and dry. They know what they're gonna do. Ain't much she can do, and Cat's gone. No.
I forgot to pick a banner for Cat. Yeah,
It's
Cat's gone.
okay. Cat's gone. But she's not the millionaire. So they
It was
didn't
not
actually accomplish what they
what they
wanted
wanted
to
to.
accomplish.
No. And it was immediately Nick was like, so Caleb is a millionaire.
Yeah, you should have realized that a while ago, buddy.
I mean, I don't blame him for not realizing because Cat was acting funny and weird. I would have thought it was her too if I was in that game. I'd be like,
Yeah.
something is off with this one. This one, yeah. I would have thought it was her too. But it's not the worst thing in the world that Cat is gone and you can come up with a conclusion because Nick and Lauren already realized that neither one of us are the millionaire. Like, it's not us. So it's one of them. Now that Kat has opened her box, and so she is not the millionaire. It's obviously Caleb at this point. Obviously.
Yep.
So it's still like, okay, now we know. Now we know. We got rid of somebody else who, that's fine, because if we would have got rid of Caleb and kept her, then we wouldn't know who got the money between the
Yeah.
three of us. Now we actually know.
And Nick, I mean, it just means Nick is in a more advantageous position than Lauren. Like,
Yes.
one of them was going to be in a more advantageous position going into this final situation.
Well,
Ultimately, it ends
yeah,
up being Nick because now
because
Nick
both,
realized,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm about to say, because the game gave both Nick and Lauren a chance to
What
be
they
in the
wanted.
best position to get this if had they win, because we do go to the last
Yeah.
challenge activity, and it basically is memory. They go open a box for 30 seconds,
Yeah.
and I was like, 30 seconds is a long time to look at these things in this box, and there was a lot of little different trinkets, cards, and thimbles, and
But
quartz,
everything
and
had, and I loved where Lauren had, when Lauren was like, everything is related to things that we've done here. Like,
or
that's
in the
how,
stag.
or in the stag. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can like visualize it in that way.
Mhm.
Unfortunately for Lauren, she ends up freezing, which sucks.
What's up? Oh, not to mention
Caleb, I was gonna
Caleb.
say,
Yeah, he gets it.
Caleb goes in with an advantage.
Hmm.
So he gets 3 extra and decides he's gonna lowball.
Which is not the wrong thing to do, because if I had three extra, I would have tried to make sure I don't blow people away, but I also don't want to go too low where I'm the last person. But I need to get, if I'm one or two items higher than everybody, that doesn't seem suspicious. If I'm one or two under somebody, that doesn't seem suspicious. But he played it smart. I feel like he played it smart.
Yeah.
Because since he went second, Lauren went first, Caleb went second, Nick went third. He did not know what everybody did, so there's no way he could have just
Yeah.
guesstimated. Oh, this person's gonna get 12, and this person's gonna get 18. So I just need to get, like, he just did the best he could, and I think that was a safe number that he stopped on to get 15.
Is it bad though that like if I'm in Caleb's position, I don't care
Hmm.
and I just go for it? Because here's the thing. I wouldn't care. I would go for it because
True.
my strengths that I know I've shown in the
Hmm.
competition is memory.
Hmm.
Caleb's strengths that he's shown off in the competition is memory.
Hmm.
I don't know that I necessarily care as much in that position. I think I care more about being in that most advantageous position and
Hmm.
having the last switch.
Which is fine, and I agree with
I
you.
think that's me. I think that's just
No,
me.
no, I agree with
Uh,
you, because I think that having that last switch is the most important role in the game. But the only problem is Caleb doesn't know if they're on to him,
yeah.
and the way, and he doesn't know is Nick going to, or whoever Nick, or yeah, Nick at this point, because Nick would be
Yeah.
second because Lauren got 12. If Nick was switch his or not.
Yeah.
So it's like, now if he's in that advantageous position and he's like, I know I had the money. Do they
Mhm.
know I have the money? Would they switch it if they did? And if they don't know, would they not switch it? Would they switch each other? And so I don't know.
I'm
I
gonna
think it's
and I
a pro and con to both.
and I'm gonna put a pin in it for a second because yes, Nick does end up winning with 18.
Right.
And we go to the final situation, which is the same as season 1. And I love
Hmm.
this.
That's fine.
I love this way of doing the final 3. I think it's phenomenal. Here's the interesting thing about this whole situation. Because on one side, I love what Lauren did.
Yes.
I applaud Lauren so
Mm-hmm.
fiercely for going, I don't know.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not asking nothing. I'm not answering nothing.
Perfect. Perfect strategy for someone in her position. And I actually thought I I think it almost worked.
Oh, I did almost.
It almost worked. And I was like, Lauren is about to walk out of here as the winner. And I would have been so beyond impressed with her. And
I've
I
been
still
impressed.
am.
I would
I
have been
still am.
impressed, but I wouldn't have been satisfied as with her as a winner.
I would have been satisfied because I think she has played a good, very under the radar game. She hasn't played flashy, but she has been involved in everything the whole season. Like, she
Mm-hmm.
has been a consistent character. She's been very funny as a
Mm-hmm.
character. And as a
Mm-hmm.
contestant, I think she has been involved in everything throughout the season. She was involved in all of the major moves that happened. So while she didn't, she wasn't a big power player, she was kind of the undercurrent of the entire season. So while I
Mm-hmm.
do understand your point, like I don't know if it, like, of the final four, I think her win is a little more like, oh,
Okay.
okay. I think if she had pulled off this move at the end,
Yes. I
that's
was.
such an
Yeah.
exclamation point that I kind of don't care.
Maybe.
It's almost like it would have been a little bit akin to me of like Chris Underwood winning Edge of
Mm-hmm.
Extinction. Like that kind of game for me. But I love her strategy over here on the side going, I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I'm not answering any questions. Because I think she's great. And then you look at the flip side of it, where Nick and Caleb, and obviously Nick has the final switch. Nick
Mm-hmm.
and Caleb have the unique situation of having gone up against each other in that final poker game.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, that does play into the final move, as
Mm-hmm.
we see Nick reference it at the very end. I'm curious if Caleb would have been able to read Nick as well as Nick read Caleb if Caleb had the last move.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he would have. And I actually think, in my perception of what we saw and what we know about both of them, I think it would have been more advantageous for Caleb to just say, F it, I'm going to go for the final move.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I have that control and try to read Nick, because Nick is not good under pressure. Nick has been the most successful in this game when he's been in the driver's seat. And that's exactly what happened here.
Mm-hmm.
Nick was in the driver's seat and Nick controlled this final three scenario. And that's why he won. But I think if Caleb was in the driver's seat, if Nick was on the back foot, I think Nick would have cracked.
I don't know. I don't think Nick would have cracked, but I think Nick is off. Caleb would have. I do agree that Caleb would have been able to read Nick. Not Nick cracking. I think Nick is a risk taker. He
Mm,
takes more risk. And Caleb is not. Caleb is a safe bet player. And they both knew that about each other from that last poker game.
yep,
That's how Nick was able to read Caleb. And that's why Caleb, I think, would have been able to read Nick. And he would have known that Nick would have swapped his out. And I think he
100%.
would have swapped Nick's back with him if Caleb was that last person to do the switch. I think he would have been like, Nick is somebody who will take a risk.
Yeah,
Nick knows if he feels like I have it, he would have taken it. So I need to take it back from him.
yeah,
And I think that is where Caleb should have gone for broke and should have done the whole and just get that last switch, because they both know each other and because they played against each other and they have that knowledge of each other's temperature and how they would react to things. So I do think if Caleb was the one to have the last switch, he would have switched it back. I think he would have taken Nick and
I
like,
agree.
I was switch. And I think if Nick was in that second seat, he would have switched it with Caleb, because
I
I don't
agree.
think he would have thought Lauren had it. His gut was telling him the whole time it's Caleb. it's Caleb. I gotta trust my gut. And he talked about that several times. And he was
Yep.
like, I need to trust my gut on
Yep.
this. And trusting his gut is what made him ultimately make that last switch and switch it over to him. And
To
he
win.
wins because he trusted his gut and he knew that that he knew that just that Caleb was going to be safe. He's played it safe this entire time. Even when he was doing stupid stuff like following Kevin around the whole time, he still had to backtrack and try to play it safe. Like, hold on, no, wait, no, 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 wait. This one. So Nick just listened and he just watched. And I do think Caleb not winning that game was his $1 million mistake.
I agree. I agree completely. I I think Nick is a great winner for this season, and
Mm-hmm.
an unexpected winner again.
Not for me. I knew
I
it since
I
episode
I
one he was gonna be the winner.
I will say unexpected in the way that, given the edit,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect him to win. I think he was a great game player,
Mm-hmm.
but given the edit, especially going into the final four,
Mm.
did not expect him to win
I
at all.
kind of still did. I was because I mean we said, look, y'all can go roll the tapes. I said Nick was my winner pick from
Yeah,
episode one after his whole thing with Alti, and I was like, oh, they are giving this man the Golden Boy winner edit at this point. And he was always in my top three of people who I said was going to win this game. It was him, it was Kat, it was Hunter, and then Caleb. And that was my top four of who
yeah,
I thought was going to win this game. So when I saw Hunter leave and then I saw Kat leave, I'm like, ooh, you put Caleb and Nick in this final three, one of them will go win. But my
yeah,
hunch still says Nick.
yeah,
That's just what it's something about that first episode and how they made him look like a smooth criminal, baby. He was a smooth assassin. He just sniped out out of nowhere and he wasn't gonna say anything. And it was just like, kill shot.
yeah.
Hold on. And ever since then, he's had this is where I think his winner edit came from because he had some pitfalls. He had some ups. He had some really big, huge ups. And then he has a couple of mild downs, not any detrimental downs, but he also had people who was riding for him when they didn't have to. But then sort of Yumiko had to because if she didn't, then she would have got penalized. So he had people. He was smooth. He was charming. His pretty privilege definitely kicked in because he was a handsome boy. Um, and he was smart about this game. He knew that if he didn't talk much, nobody would expect so much out of him. So if he did out of character would be him talking a lot. So when he didn't, people didn't think nothing of it. They were like, oh, because Nick just don't talk. That's just who he is. And he didn't have to. He had people telling him everything. So I think his edit was that up, a little dip, dip, back up again.
And I think what's interesting is we really, and I'm going to compare his edit to Kara's edit from season
Mm,
one, where I feel
mhm,
like what's interesting is I feel like they both got their shining episode moments
mhm,
in that second block.
mm,
Like they both had an interesting start, like a good foundational start. They both got their shining like big moments in the middle and kind of like slipped their way into the finale, and like that's at least how I'm seeing
I think it's a
how
little
I'm seeing
flip.
it.
I think
Okay.
Nick had his at the front.
Okay.
Kara had hers in the middle, and then by they got to that last block, they both had a even, little
Yeah.
moment because Nick's shining moment was Alti. That was his shining moment. That was right out the gate, right number one, done. Sniping that man right out the millionaire first out the gate, like that was his shining moment. And from that moment on, everybody was like, we need to work with Nick. Kara had her moment in that second batch of
Yeah.
shows that we watched, the 4, 5, 6 episodes, where she was just like, we're like, okay, we don't really know much. And then out of nowhere, she was like, bam, here I am. And it was like, oh, here you go, girl. Okay. And then by the time we got to the finale episodes, they have both established in such a way that was like, okay, I'm looking at you, I see you, and they went in for the kill. And it was
Yeah.
just, yeah. But yeah, I get what you're saying. They both had it. Neither one of them was super highly edited where they look like they should just be winning out, just win, 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 win the entire time. They have moments I was like, ooh, Nick might go home here. Or, ooh, Cara
Yep.
might go home here. But they finessed their way through it. I don't
Yep.
know. It's good though.
Good
Two good
season.
seasons. Two
Two,
good seasons.
two phenomenal seasons. I am already very excited for season 3.
Shout out to Nick. Congratulations, Nick. You ate that up. Yay, Nick. I'm very happy.
Yes.
I'm happy that I picked you. Look, too bad we didn't draft because I would
I
have picked you. Too
know.
bad we don't draft. Maybe next season we'll start drafting $1 Million Secret
We're gonna have to draft for season 3. Yeah.
because it was so good.
Yeah. Definitely. This was a great season. Netflix, please put out more. Please.
Longer seasons would be great. Like
Oh my god, yeah.
more episodes would be good. I
You
can
could
deal
do
with that.
you could do 2 episode drops each
Two
week. That'd
episode
be
drops
fine.
each week. That'd be fun.
With 14 players, you could do 10 episodes. That's fine.
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
Yeah.
hmm, hmm.
There's enough content for that. Totally. But
Absolutely.
no,
And
this
then
was one.
you can cast either one of us on there if you like. That'd be great.
That'd be great. Thank you. Thank you. But yes, let us know your thoughts on the finale of $1 Million Secret down in the comments. We'll be here talking about some reality TV stuff. We've still got Survivor 50 for another couple weeks. And we will have other shows.
Project
Also,
Runway's coming back.
Project Runway is coming back. Also, make sure to check out our weekly reality roundup series that comes out on Sundays, where our lovely panel talks all things the reality that we don't really get to otherwise, and the stuff that we do. So make sure to check that out every week on Sunday. And we'll be here talking all things reality TV as they pop up throughout the rest of this year. So subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go while you're at it, check out another video of ours. Go get your merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And with all that being said, shh, it's still a secret. Ooh.
Nick won. Ooh,
Oh.
I told the secret.
Oh no. We have to
no.
go.
Bye.
Oh no. Bye.
They're gonna take us out. Mm.
We got kill shot. Bye.
Oh, bye.